to another episode of my Python tutorial series. In this second episode, I will be going into more detail on lists, dictionaries, and sets, and basically just showing you several examples of how each of these data storing methods would be used in a Python program. So let's get started. So lists, as you already know, are a method of storing your data within your Python code. They could look something like, let's say, here. Let's look something like this. List. Set is. So there are a couple more functions you could use to edit a list. So let's use. So there's the append function. So if you wanted to use that, you would list1 dot append, and then you put the value of where you'd want to put your. So append means that you want to add a value onto the list. So let's say you want to add it to the fourth place, and then you print list one, and then place. Hello once again, my audience. Welcome to my second episode of my Python tutorial series. In this episode, I will be covering more lists and defining what sets and dictionaries are in comparison to lists. These are all pretty valuable methods of storing values within your code, and some are more useful than others. But allow me to define each of them. So let's go and define another list. List one. Let's define list one. So list one is equal to bracket. Let's put a string in. Let's say apple. That's in the 0 index. If Python starts from 0 to and goes onward. Let's put a Boolean value. Let's put false. Let's put an integer value, let's put another integer value, and a string, another string, orange. Now, let's print the length of this list. List one. List that, and you can see that prints 5, which is the length of the list. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Though that's not the that's how many values are stored within the list. So so there are a couple more functions you can use to like the length function to play around with your list and basically just like add more values, remove values, basically change it throughout the course of your code. Like if you want to allow the user to, like if the user makes some sort of like answers a question, then you want to maybe change the list. Maybe it's a list of victory points or items that the user gains throughout the course of their code. So let me show you what one example of one function is. So there's the append function. You could use that to add values to your list. Let's define a question. Question is equal to input of what is the answer. Say 1 or 2, and then if question.lower strip is equal to 1, then you can use the append function to add a value. Append. Let's say I want to add a grape. Remember to keep, or if you want to find like a word, you have to put it into string format. Grape. Append grape, and print. List 1. List 1. Else. Sure, 1 or 2. Say 1. All right, let's define an if-else statement to make this work. Let's say if question dot lower strip is equal to 1. When you're defining an if statement like this, and according to like having a user respond to a defined question like this, this is kind of a like a variable, but it so then you have to include this so it can like run properly. And let's say if question lower script is equal to 1, then you could do list 1 dot append Now this anything you put in these parentheses will be added onto the end of your code. So let's put in grape. Remember to put that in string format. Grape, and then print list 1 else print list 1. When you're defining an if-else statement, you have to have something that you have to include a condition that if another value is put in. So basically, what this will do is if the user responds with 1, then this will happen. If else, anything else 2 or any other value, that will be printed. So this isn't perfect, but it works for now. So let's see what this append function does. Okay, so let's see if I put 1. As you see, there we go. It adds grape to the end of our code, of our list. So now let's go over the idea of sets. Let's go over the idea of sets. Now let's define a set. Set 1 is equal to curly braces. Let's put in a assortment of Boolean values. Yeah. True, false, true, false, true. Okay. Now if we print this set, let's see what happens. 1. Now, as you can see here, instead of printing all these values, it prints previous conditions out. Let's see what it prints. Shit. Now, as you can see here, instead of printing every true, false, it only prints each one of each because there are duplicates here. So if there were no duplicates, then it would just print it at like so. True, false, or false, true. So let's do a couple cool things with this list. Let's say we wanted to find another list. Let me show you an example of joining two lists, or two sets together. You can also do this with lists too, but let's try this. So let's find a set. Let's as a couple 3 integer values, 1, 2, 3. So you use union set set 1 union set 2. And you print set. There we go. It combines the two sets. Albeit it ignored the first one. Now that you've gotten familiar with sets and lists, let me show you an example of the value storing method that's a little bit different than both of these. So the thing that differentiates dictionaries from both lists and sets is that it uses key value or key item pairs, which basically as you assign an item to the value that you put inside your dictionary. So let me establish a dictionary. So let's say that you're playing a game. Right? And you want to make a character. Now a character has different attributes. So let's define a character. Character attributes. Now you close that dictionary. So now you have established this dictionary. You can print dictionary. Once you have like 100 lines of code, that becomes really annoying. There we go. You printed the entire dictionary. Now you can also print certain values of the dictionary. Let's say you want to print your character's age. So let's print character attributes, and put name. We'll print the name, and let's see what it prints out. It prints the value that you assign to that string, the string to a string, and it prints Aragorn. There we go. And you want to let's do this again. Let's print your attributes, age. Remember to define as a string, and there you go. You get the age, the integer that you assigned to that string. So you get the idea. So basically, you can do this with any dictionary that you make, and also you can also check to see if a certain key exists within this dictionary. Let's do this. If class exists in, then you put the dictionary under attributes, print class exists. Exists. There we go. So yeah, I believe this is all for this lesson. In my next tutorial, I'll be using each of these